Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my 2022 Tesla Model Y long range. I've had it about 5 months and I've really loved the car. And one thing I learned really early on is that the carpet in these Teslas, it's kind of a cheaper carpet, and so you need to have something to protect the floors. And so right when we got it, we got these floor mats from Taptes, and they had a great floor mat. I really like what they have to offer. And now they have a 7-seat full cargo area option. This wasn't always an option, so this is a new option for them. So I want to show you guys these floor mats here. So we actually have 7 pieces on the floor mat here. We've got the front trunk, 2 front and passengers. This is the second row rear, all one piece here. This is the small little third row here. The third row goes in the very back. And then new is they have the cargo area. So this is the cargo area for the 7-seat version. Now the 7 seat's a little trickier to have the seats for, the mats for, because the seats move up and down, and we'll kind of show you how that works. So let's go to the back. Let's take these two and let me show you how these cargo seats work here. So here in the back, this is the 7-seat version of the Model Y. You have this little trunk lid here, and there's deeper storage down in here, which is nice to have that. But this is also reversible, and you can turn it this way, and it gives a little bit, I don't really know what that does. It gives it a little bit lower floor height or something. So we usually keep it like this. To get the seats up, the third row seat in the Model Y, you have to manually lift them up. For example, I've got to get in here and lift these up. They do lift up independently, so this is how we usually use them, is that one is down, one is up, because we have 6 people, 4 kids, 2 adults, and we'll just leave one down commonly. Just also, it's another way to get into the rear. So the passenger that's sitting back here can just climb in through here and sit here. We don't have to worry about moving this second row out of the way, so it's a little easier. So these will both pull up like this. These mats here, kind of the challenge with a mat in the back here is that this one fits really good right here. The other, what we'll have to do also is if we put this down, the lip side goes down into this. Once we remove this cover right here, there's a indentation here. You can see the indentation. If we put that down in like that, that will allow us to keep the mat down like that, and then we can have the seat up like this. Now, because we use it with sometimes one seat down, one seat up, I could actually just cut this. It's perforated here, or it's creased right here. So I could cut this right here, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. So that way, when one seat is down, we can cut this down, and then that way this mat will fold all the way down, and this one will be up, that one will be down, and then we have that seat protected. Especially because we have kids kind of coming in and out of the back here. So that's we want to protect the carpet as much as possible here. So that's the third row. Here's how it looks when the seats are all down. So we have that seat down. So we've got the cargo mat there. And then we have this other piece there. So you kind of have a 2-piece mat in the back for cargo. So if you're just using it as a 5-seater, or you have those 2 seats down, you have a nice protection of your cargo area. You want to make sure you're protecting this carpet. Things aren't sliding around. It's got a nice gripped surface to it. It's not slippery. Kind of a rubberized textured material that actually cleans up really well. So things spill on it, dirt, mud, debris, cleans up really easily on that. I want to show you how the third row, the rest of the mats work in the different rows here. Okay, here in the third row, so our third row is up. The second row is tilted up. This second row tilts up out of the way so you can get access to the third row. But this mat's kind of a small little mat because there's really not a lot of leg room or foot room back here. But this just is contoured really well, shaped very well to the space here. Fits right around these tracks for the seats. Fits right there, and then protects the ground here. So that's our third row mat. Okay, here's our second row. The second row is really nice and contoured. It has this nice lip all the way around the edge. So that way when things are spilled on it, they're not going to get all over the carpet. They're going to stay inside of the mat. And it's cut and contoured directly for the shape of the floor here. So see how that fits right around these risers for the seats? Fits right along there. Fits really nice. I love the look of this. I've even considered looking at Tesla has some OEM ones that you can buy on their website. I think these look better. I think this has a better look for it. It really just matches the look really well and fits really well also. All right, these install very simply. You just drop them in. Take out the factory carpeted mats. You can kind of see how that really just fits in there really nice. Has a great look to it. Now our driver's side mat has these ridges in it, so that's how you know the driver's side. And then it has this nice footrest here that's covering the footrest, the carpeted footrest down here. So we're just going to slide this down there, and you can see how that fits down there, nice and snug. And then we have the footrest protection right there, where it's going to protect that carpet. All right, the final piece to our 7-piece mat set is the front trunk piece, and this is nice because if you can see in the bottom here, this is just a hard plastic piece. The Model Y, when we bought it, this is a 2022, it doesn't come with any kind of mat inside of here. This is how it comes, just hard plastic. So if you put things in here, they're going to rattle around. They might scratch this up a little bit. This is, you can see, is contoured. It's got these ridges along the sides, so if you put anything wet, it's going to keep the moisture right there. And you have the tow hook. The tow hook's down here. This is if you ever have to tow the car. But the mat has a cutout specifically for that, so it fits right on top of there. Fits nice and snug, and it's going to protect that area and any cargo that you have in there. It's not going to rattle around as much. It's got this nice rubberized protection for it. Okay, you can see these mats here. I've used these for a little while, and just in the winter time, they just get dirty, and they get dirty easily, but they keep all the water off of the carpets, which is good. I just use a little car wash soap and some water, and you just get these wet, and you scrub them. Scrub them good, rinse them off with a hose, and then dry them off, and they actually turn out really well. All right, after we rinse it off with a hose, we just towel dry it off. You see how perfectly good as new. So they clean up really well, contain the water, do a great job at protecting your carpets in your car. Okay guys, well thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you found this helpful. Taptes makes a great mat. I've used this for the last 5 months, and these mats have performed great. I really like the look, the feel of them, and how they perform. So see the link down below. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.